Hi, my name is Kelly and thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be doing just a regular plain old unboxing and this is of the Gloomhaven Buttons Bugs that just recently came out and has been shipping to backers. I honestly don't know anything about the game, but it was cute and adorable and I decided to purchase it at just at a spur of the moment decision. So what can I say? I love buying games. So I have zoomed in quite a lot because this game is actually very, very tiny. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So normally I would be somewhere about there. And so you can see it is a very tiny box, but because it's so tiny, it's hard to see a lot. So that's why I zoomed in a little bit. So we'll just zoom back in. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is the Gloomhaven Buttons Bugs, and this is published by Cephalofair Games, which obviously is known for the normal Gloomhaven and Frosthaven. And I'm just going to get right into it. So this is a one-player game, and it takes, it says on the box, approximately 20 minutes to play. And let's see. Just crooked. There we go. All right. So again, as you can see, it is just a very tiny little box. So it says all the strategy and adventure of the original Gloomhaven in a unique standalone single player adventure. Gloomhaven and its mercenaries got shrunk down in this unique standalone single-player adventure. Box includes 6 unique mercenaries, each with a micro miniature, character card, 8 double-sided ability cards, and more, 22 scenario cards with mini battle maps, 24 condition tokens, and 10 double-sided monster stat cards featuring 20 distinct foes. Okay. It's so tiny. Look at that little tiny rulebook. Okay. Now, I recently got onto the backer kit page, which is where I got this from. And I was reading some of the comments, and it sounds like that some of these, there's issues with maybe the coloring on some of the things. I think these might not work, or there's something going on with these as well. So we'll see. They did just open up their form so that you can submit the form to get replacement parts. So I'll have to take a look and see what exactly the problem is and see if I need anything. So this is the Learn to Play, as I said. So it's really cute. So it basically will just start you through. So character setup, scenario setup. So let's take a look at some of these components. So it looks like these are the ability cards. I don't know what these cards are. Oh, maybe these are like the modifier deck instead of an actual deck of cards that you use to modify your attack and stuff. And then these are monster cards. Oh, and these must be the monster modifier decks. So they have easy, very easy, and then hard, and very hard. Again, I honestly, I think I might have looked at something just very quickly before I ordered it, like months ago, and I haven't really looked at anything since then, but I love the fact that it came in such a small box, and I don't always have a nice place to play. Just recently I got my gaming table set back up, so I do have a nice table that I can play on now, larger games, but at the time, this would have been perfect for my setup. So these are the monsters that you will have to face. So we have Bandit Guard, Bandit Archer, Mouse. I guess if you are shrunk down, a mouse would be a danger. a rending beetle, an arena sorcerer, harrowing infestation. Oh, that doesn't look good. But yeah, so the bandit guard, bandit archer, these are very common in the regular Gloomhaven. And I'm not quite sure, I think this is their initiative order. So I'm not sure how the initiative order is chosen on in this one, but this would tell you where they go in comparison to the cards that you selected, and then this is the action they take for that turn. They have, it looks like 8 health and 1 shield. So, and then these are double-sided, it looks like, with different items on the back. Okay, and these are the ability cards that the heroes have. So, looks like different ones for the characters. Man, I forget their name. I am drawing a blank. Who are the different... You would think they would have the different characters in here somewhere. Maybe not. Nope, they must not have it in here. So this is one of the characters, so you can see this is going to be the initiative order, this is the regular movement if you want to use the bottom of the card for the movement, and this is the top, just regular to attack, or obviously you can use the actual ability that's listed in the top or bottom. So if you know how to play Gloomhaven, it's exactly the same. You select 2 cards, well, it should be exactly the same, I imagine. You select 2 cards, you use the top from one of the cards, the bottom from the other card. Or you can use just the generic move or attack if need be. And then this is where you would go in the initiative. So like this one, if you chose this card, you might go in initiative 33, where the bandit guard might go in 30, and so they would go before you. And then these are also double-sided. So... I think, is this the Inox, I think? Gosh, and I can't remember her name. This might be the Spellweaver's cards. Mind Thief, I think. Maybe the Brute. Kind of looks like brutish cards. And then again, just same ones on the back. Now, I'm not seeing any issues with the color of the cards. I thought there was a color issue somewhere, but so far these look fine. Quality's fine, I mean, for what they are, just little tiny cards. And let's see. Oh yeah, and again, we already went through those, so we'll just put all of the cards off to the side. Oh, here we go. I totally missed these cards. Craig Hart, that's what it is. Okay, maybe I no longer have nails, so let's see if I can get into this. There we go. There you go. So we have the Craig Hart, the Bruiser, Spellweaver, the Tinkerer, that's the one I couldn't think of, Mind Thief, ooh, different name, that's why, Silent Knife. They are not, the character in Gloomhaven is not known as the Silent Knife, but that's their symbol. So this is basically their character card. So any conditions that apply to them, just like the normal Gloomhaven, is just shrunk down. So discard goes over here, lost cards over here. Any items that you have over here, are there items somewhere? I don't know. Active cards and then the max hit points there. And then a little bit information, level 1, level 2 ability cards, complexity. So there you go. Interesting that they gave them different names. I don't know, now I know he's coming out with a second edition of Gloomhaven. So I don't know if maybe they renamed it in the second edition, but yeah, Silent Knife is definitely not the name, and Bruiser. This is an Inox. I think they are trying to get away from certain racial connotations that they have built into Gloomhaven, so that could be why they renamed them. So, okay, you have your scenario deck. So basically, gives you the information, what you're doing in the scenario, the monsters you're going to face, the goals for that scenario, and then after you're done, you read what that is. So there's the different scenario cards. So a bunch of different ones. I think they said there was 20 scenarios. And it looks like they go up in level, so obviously the more scenarios you play, the harder it gets. Okay, and the back side, it looks like this is how you set it up. So this is the setup for this scenario. So I'm assuming you must, we're skipping right to number 20, you read the front and then you play on the back. So it has stuff built in already. Okay, and icon reference card. So these are the different conditions. And then some of the cards have different symbols, icons, and this is just what that means. So that's cool. Generic cubes, little plastic ones. Nothing exciting there, but you know, functional. Miniatures are adorable. Let's go through the miniatures. I don't even know how you would paint these. I do not paint miniatures in regular sized ones, so I don't even know how I'd go about painting something so tiny. I mean, if you're just looking at this thing is so tiny. But there you go. I mean, considering how tiny it is, it's got a lot of detail, which is nice. And I mean, they're just your characters. There's the Spellweaver. I normally play her in the Gloomhaven one that I'm in the game I have going right now. So there you go. Adorable. And these are just to keep track of hit points. This one doesn't, oh, there we go. So it's two-sided or 2 cardboard pieces, so you just slide. So normally in the game, it keeps track of either, well, hit points and then experience points. Maybe you don't earn experience points in this one. So these might just be hit points. So double-sided. So if you need the higher ones, you go to the other side. And those seem to work well. Again, I don't know. They seem to be working fine for me. So there's that. Cute little dice. I don't know what the dice is for. It's tiny though. And let's just take a look at these. So these must be, gosh, I don't know. Maybe these are for the bad guys. I don't know. But it looks like you're supposed to possibly hook these together. Let's find out. Oh, maybe not. So this is the monster modifier tray. And you're supposed to place a cube up here in this top section. And what is this? Oh, and this other one looks like the card for the monster that you're facing. So let's just grab this one. So the Bandit Archer slots in there. So there you go. And again, I don't know what any of this stuff is. So again, just a plain unboxing video today. And then these are condition ones. So poke those out and they can just be used to show that a condition has been placed on the character or the monster. So. And that is it. I mean, very small unboxing today. Rulebook looks fine. I think he's gotten better with his rulebooks. The original Gloomhaven was laid out very confusingly. At least I thought it was very confusing. And then he released the Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, and that one was so much better laid out. And it had, you know, basically walked you through a couple of scenarios where you didn't have all your cards, or, you know, you didn't have to worry about the full rules. It kind of brought you into it slowly, and that was so much better. So I'm assuming, you know, this is kind of similar. It's a better rule book, even though it is so tiny. But yeah, there you go. That is about it. Very tiny box, very cute. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Something a little bit different. Normally I try to give a little bit better information about how the game works while I'm unboxing it, but I didn't know very much about this other than it's in the Gloomhaven line, which I was interested in. So thank you for joining me. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit the little like button. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the game. And if you want to be notified anytime I upload a new video, please hit the little subscribe button. Thanks. Bye. You didn't record any of it?